There's a local man in the 608 who's become the go-to for all things farm toys and antiques in southern Wisconsin.
Yeah, this is such a neat story. Josh Brighter here now with the story out of Greene County. Hey, Josh.
Hey, guys. If you need a smile, check out this story. A lot of us have our day jobs and maybe a hobby or two on the side, but there's one man here in the 608 who truly took his hobby to the next level.
I used to go deer hunting. Now I don't deer hunt. I hunt toys.
You'll find Marvin Roofy living the dream.
For me, it's living in heaven.
The 77-year-old Monroe man is known for his store, Marv's Farm Toys and Antiques, in an alleyway off the historic downtown square. What started as his small hobby about 20 years ago is likely the oldest farm toy store in Wisconsin now, and one of the few of its kind across the country.
I'm not in it for the money as much as I am for the fun of it, really.
Marvin has been a carpenter for more than 50 years, which makes sense when you see some of the tools and items he has inside. But his hobby is his life.
Before, I was physically working all the time. And I enjoyed doing that, but I never dreamt I would have something like this that I would enjoy this much.
There isn't much you can't find here. So my grandpa had that same combine.
Is that right?
Yeah. From kids to adults' toys and even a few antiques, too.
Apple peeler. The high collectible ones, of course, get up in money, but I like them, so I figure, well, somebody else does too, and they do. You'd be surprised what I sell.
Marvin says people travel from near and far.
They become family.
Sometimes not even knowing what they're after.
And I get old-timers coming in. They'll spend 2 hours in here just looking, and they may not buy anything, but we still have a good time.
Marv hopes to keep it going for another 20 years, even if he doesn't make another dime. Now, Marv is only open on Saturdays, and it's in store only. He feels no reason to be online with the business he already receives. He's got 2 kids, one of whom lives here locally. I want to thank his daughter, Teresa, for reaching out to me about this story.
There you go.
Super, super cute, guys. Oh, we could have been there all day. Mark and I were there for maybe about an hour, hour and a half to shoot that story, and he just had so much to talk about, and I learned so much from him. Just like his experience with all of that is pretty cool.
That makes me kind of tear up almost, the nostalgia of all of those toys, growing up with toy tractors all the time with my brother and with everybody in Highland having them. And he's also just such a sweet man, Josh.
He is. Like, everything that he had to say, it was just like, even writing this story, he had so many great sound bites. It was hard to narrow it all down, but it did. It brought me back because, you know, you saw there, like, my grandpa's combine. Like, that was what I grew up in. Like, it brings you back with all of that stuff. So I think you can see why it's such a big deal for Monroe and Greene County and why people travel from all over the region to check it out.
How neat.
Yeah, I love talking to those people who love what they do and they have a passion for it, and you can clearly see it in what he does. He's just, like, for him, it's heaven.
Yeah, and it's not about the money for him. It's just his hobby. He doesn't care if he makes another dime. It's just he likes to be there and talk to people. So
a gem in Greene County. Josh Brighter, thanks for that
Marv.
story this morning.
You bet.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You heard Josh say that someone reached out to him about this story, and you just saw it. So reach out to him on social media or email him. It's in the 608 at wictv.com.